My name is Patricia Youngstrom, and I am from Bakersfield, California. And I had my lap band done in 2008, and my top weight was 354 pounds. I didn't want to necessarily have like hardcore surgery. I didn't want them to remove pieces and, cut me open here and cut this out and cut that out. So I went with the lap band because it seemed like the right thing for me at the time. After about 6 months, I started noticing different things. It was hard to swallow certain things, certain foods. But every 3 months you go in and you get it adjusted, and you have to start your liquids, pureed foods, then you go your solids. And I had a revision surgery for my port. It flipped over, so they had to do that. And then I started having all these weird feelings. I felt nauseous. My food would get stuck, and nobody could understand what that felt like. I was throwing up. Every morning was the worst. That was the hardest time to eat anything. And then it didn't matter how many times you threw up, you still felt like it was stuck. Didn't know what it was. Went to doctors. I even went to my original surgeon, and he just asked me if I wanted to have my band tightened. I was kind of upset about it, so I ended up going to a different surgeon. But in the process, before all that, for about 1.5 years, I had to quit my job because I would always feel like I was going to pass out. And I'm a manicurist, so I do people's nails all day long. I started having a phobia, basically. I guess you'd call it agoraphobia. I couldn't go in public. Didn't want to leave my house. I always thought I was going to pass out. And I'd get sweaty and clammy and real shaky, almost like what I would think you would feel if you're hypoglycemic. So I spent about 6 months doing tests. The doctor wanted to check my heart because me being so heavy, because I gained so much weight back. He checked my heart. I had to wear a heart monitor, do all these tests at his office, and they couldn't find anything wrong. So then they ruled out diabetes or hypoglycemia. They couldn't find anything. And that's when I went to a different surgeon. Dr. Keshishian, when I met him, he was funny. He made you feel so comfortable. And you just can't help but love him when you meet him. He's great, got great humor, and he made me feel so comfortable, even in the skin I was in when I met him, as opposed to now. Like when I see him now, he, tells me how great you look and you're doing a great job, and tells you to keep up the good work. He's just very motivating. And a lot of doctors you meet, they're not like that. He's very compassionate about what he does, and he really truly cares, and you can tell. Other doctors I've met, you think that they're caring and you think that they have compassion, but nothing compared to Dr. Keshishian. Once you meet him, it's a completely different atmosphere. He said, you have a slippage in your band. I can tell you right now. And he basically saved my life. When he went in for surgery to remove it, he found that it was not just slipping, it was also lodged in my liver. And that could have been what was causing different other side effects and issues. Because I was also, with my anxiety and stuff that I had so bad, they had me on 40 milligrams of anxiety medication, and it still wasn't working. So, but now I feel great. And I had the revision from the lap band to the Duodenal Switch. I had my surgery March 12th, and it's been 5 months, and I'm at 100 pounds lost. I never got to 100 pounds with lap band. I had that for so many years. I can drive by myself. I don't have any anxiety. I can go eat in public. Back to work. I didn't work for 1.5 years because I couldn't make it there. My son almost had to get held back because he missed so much school because I couldn't get him to school. And now I walk him to school every morning. Stuff I can do now I couldn't do before. That's amazing to me.